Hello everyone. Welcome back to another electrifying episode from the team here at Day's Drama Digester, ultimate source for all the twists, turns, and tantalizing scandals that keep Salem spinning on Days of Our Lives. We're absolutely buzzing today because one of the most legendary, most feared, and most deliciously devious characters in daytime television history is storming back into our lives. Yes, you heard that right. Louise Sorrell is reprising her iconic role as Vivian Alamain. And the very air in Salem feels charged with danger, intrigue, and that unmistakable scent of impending chaos. Picture this, the Grand Demera mansion, shadows lengthening across marble floors, the faint echo of high heels clicking like a countdown to catastrophe. That's the energy Vivian brings every single time she graces our screens. And this return? It feels bigger, bolder, and more ominous than ever before. Fans are already on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding, whispering the same burning question. Is Vivian's comeback specifically engineered to obliterate Dimitri von Leuschner once? And for Alan, is Gwen Rizzo the one pulling the strings from the shadows? Let's dive deep into why this theory isn't just fan speculation. It's practically screaming from the previews and the cryptic phone call that's got everyone talking. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack Vivian's storied legacy, dissect the clues, relive the chills of her past villainous triumphs, and speculate wildly but with delicious detail on what her rival means for Dimitri's future, and possibly his very existence in Salem. The queen of villainy, Vivian Alamain's unforgettable reign begins. To truly appreciate the seismic impact of Louise Sorrell's return, we have to travel back to 1992, the year Days of Our Lives introduced a force of nature that would redefine what it means to be a soap opera villainess. Vivian Alamain burst onto the scene like a hurricane wrapped in couture, her eyes glittering with ambition, her smile hiding daggers. Portrayed with fearless charisma and razor-sharp wit by Louise Sorrell, Vivian wasn't just bad, she was brilliantly bad. She schemed, she seduced, she manipulated. And she did it all with a theatrical flair that made viewers love to hate her, or perhaps just love her outright. From the moment she arrived in Salem, Vivian set her sights on power, wealth, and revenge. Her early storylines were pure soap gold, entanglements with the mighty Demera family, battles over fortunes, and shocking acts that left jaws on the floor. Who could forget the infamous plot where she buried Carly Manning alive? It was horrifying, audacious, and utterly unforgettably a moment that cemented Vivian as one of the most notorious antagonists in daytime history. Fans still talk about it decades later, the terror in Carly's eyes as dirt rained down, Vivian's triumphant cackle echoing in the night. That single act alone elevated Vivian from villain to legend. Louise Sorrell's first run lasted until 2000, a glorious 8-year stretch filled with betrayal, baby switches, corporate takeovers, and enough poisonings to fill a pharmacy. Every time Vivian appeared on screen, the stakes skyrocketed. She wasn't content with small schemes, she aimed for total domination. Whether it was stealing husbands, sabotaging weddings, or orchestrating elaborate cons that left entire families in ruins. But Vivian's story didn't end there. Soap characters of her caliber never truly fatted, they merely lie in wait, plotting their next move. Louise Sorrell returned in high-profile stints. 20,090 2011 brought a fiercer, more calculating Vivian, hungry for vengeance against the people who had wronged her. Then came 20,172 2018, where she clashed with the new generation while still wielding her signature brand of manipulative genius. In 2020, she re-emerged amid pandemic-era episodes, proving her timeless appeal. 2023 and 2020 saw brief but explosive appearances, each one reminding us why Vivian remains untouchable. And now, in 20,252 2026, she's back again after nearly a year off-screen, set to hit our screens during the week of January 26, 2026, according to reliable reports from Soap Opera Digest, Soap Hub, and other trusted sources. Each comeback has delivered the same intoxicating cocktail, biting humor that cuts like a knife, wickedness so delicious it's almost admirable, and storytelling that keeps viewers glued to their seats. Vivian doesn't just return, she erupts, reshaping the canvas of Salem with every barbed line and calculated step. The ominous phone call, Gwen's desperate plea, and Vivian's chilling response. Now let's turn to the moment that set the fandom ablaze. In recent episodes, we've watched Gwen Rizzo spiral into a vortex of rage and desperation. Her marriage to Dimitri von Leuschner, a calculated alliance built on money, revenge, and mutual scheming, has crumbled spectacularly. Dimitri's wandering eye, his betrayals, his refusal to play by her rules. It's all pushed Gwen to the breaking point. She's not just hurt, she's furious. And when Gwen gets furious, she doesn't crush, conspires. Enter that pivotal, heart-stopping phone call. The scene is tense, Gwen, alone in a dimly lit room, clutching her phone like a lifeline. Her voice low and urgent. She dials a number few in Salem would dare contact. The line connects, and she asks the question that's been burning in her soul: do you still hate the von Leuschners as much as before? The response comes instantly, unmistakable, dripping with venom and dark delight. Vivian's voice, smooth, aristocratic, laced with that signature menace that sends shivers down spines everywhere. Even more so, the screen fades, but the implication hangs heavy in the air like smoke after an explosion. Gwen isn't reaching out to just anyone as she's summoning the one woman in Salem history, capable of making an entire bloodline regret their existence. The von Leuschners, Dimitri's arrogant, entitled family, have long been thorns in Vivian's side, tangled in the web of Demera rivalries, old grudges, and power struggles that date back decades. Vivian's hatred for them isn't casual, it's primal, festering, and now, according to her own words, stronger than ever. Why would Gwen make this call? Simple, she wants Dimitri gone. Not divorced, not humiliated, not merely out of her life, gone. Erased. Vanished. And who better to accomplish that than Vivian Alamein, the woman who once made her own son Stefan disappear in a fit of rage and maternal betrayal. Echoes of the past, Vivian's history of making people disappear. Let's not mince words, Vivian has a track record. When Stefan Demera crossed her, betrayed her trust, defied her plan, she didn't settle for arguments or legal battles. She orchestrated his disappearance in a move so cold, so ruthless, it shocked even the most jaded viewers. Stefan was drugged, kidnapped, hidden away, presumed dead by many, all because Vivian deemed him unworthy of the Demera legacy she coveted. The parallels are impossible to ignore. Dimitri von Leuschner is no saint. He schemed, cheated, manipulated, and double-crossed his way through Salem, leaving a trail of broken hearts and shattered alliances. His connection to the von Leuschner name ties him directly to Vivian's long-standing vendettas. If Gwen whispers the right words, dangles the right incentives, perhaps a share of Dimitri's fortune, or simply the satisfaction of watching another arrogant von Leuschner fall, Vivian might see Dimitri as the perfect target for her next grand act of vengeance. Imagine the scene, Vivian sweeping into Salem like a dark queen reclaiming her throne. Her eyes lock on Dimitri, that slow, predatory smile spreading across her face. "Hello, darling," she purr, voice like silk over steel. "I've heard you've been misbehaving." Dimitri, for all his bravado, would feel the first real flicker of fear. Because when Vivian sets her sights on you, escape isn't an option, it's an illusion. What happens next? Theories, predictions, and the drama to come. So, will Dimitri vanish when Vivian returns? Will we see another disappearance, lost stuff incomplete with fake deaths, hidden locations, and tearful goodbyes that turn out to be anything but final? Or will Vivian play a longer game, tormenting him psychologically before delivering the final blow? The possibilities are endless and exhilarating. Perhaps Vivian allies with Gwen to strip Dimitri of his assets, exposing his secrets to the entire town. Maybe she uncovers some buried von Leuschner scandal that gives her leverage to destroy him legally, or otherwise. And let's not forget Vivian's own unfinished business and solemn questions about Stefan's fate still linger. Is he truly gone, or is Vivian returning to prove he's alive, using Dimitri as a pawn in a larger Demera power play? One thing is certain, Vivian's return will be explosive. Expect fireworks in the Demera mansion, confrontations that leave furniture overturned, alliances shattered, and secrets dragged into the light. Gwen might think she's calling in a favor, but with Vivian, favors come with strings that could end up strangling the very person who asked for help. Salem is about to get a lot more dangerous, and a lot more entertaining. What do you think, Days fans? Is this the end for Dimitri, or will he find a way to outmaneuver the Queen of Mean herself? Drop your theories in the comments below, read every single one. Hit that like button if you're as excited and terrified as we are. Subscribe for more deep dives into the drama, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on Vivian's reign of terror. Until next time, stay dramatic, stay tuned, and remember, in Salem, no one stays buried forever, especially not when Vivian Alamein is back in town. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.